if you have asthma, the MD's job is not to support and promote healthy, optimal functioning of the lung and to actually figure out why you had asthma in the first place, why you woke up one day and you couldn't breathe. The medical doctor does not attempt to discover the root cause of the asthmatic condition. The medical doctor simply delivers drugs, man-made synthetic drugs sold to you at a profit. Man-made synthetic drugs sold to you at a profit in order to manage the symptoms of the asthma. They do not know what causes asthma, nor do they attempt to cure it. Same thing with arthritis, same thing with migraine headaches, same thing with fibromyalgia, same thing with rheumatoid arthritis, same thing with colitis, same thing with pancreatitis, same thing with everything. The medical doctor's cure for colitis is to cut the colon out. The medical doctor's cure for breast cancer is to cut the breast off. The medical doctor's cure for arthritic knees is to cut the knee off, right? This is what they think. And interestingly enough, it has become a reality by consensus, because when 100 medical doctors get together and all agree on something, and then they all do something over and over again, even when it doesn't work, that becomes the standard of care. And this is the situation that we are in now, and it's the result of the monopolization of the medical market, which happened in the early 1900s, promulgated and funded by the Carnegies and the Rockefellers, all of whom had concerns in pharmaceutical medicine that they were trying to support. So in the early 1900s, it became illegal to practice medicine unless you had an MD after your name, and it became illegal to practice medicine unless you prescribed drugs. And now, according to the Federal Trade Commission and the Food and Drug Administration, the only thing that can cure a disease is a drug. So if I had a water company and I put on the label of my bottles of water, treats dehydration, the Federal Trade Commission would shut me down, confiscate all of my product, saying that I was selling and profiting from the sale of an unlicensed, unregulated drug, in this case, water. According to the United States government, the only thing that can cure a disease is a drug. And this, of course, is nonsense, but this is the way that the law is in the United States. Interestingly enough, MD-directed reductionistic pharmaceutical centrist allopathic medicine is also oppositionally defiant. The medical doctor believes that when the body expresses a symptom, that symptom must be opposed. So, when there's inflammation in the body, rather than attempting to figure out why the body is creating the inflammation and what possible benefit the inflammation may provide to the human body, the medical doctor sees it as a big bad voodoo daddy and attempts to kill it. So you get an anti-inflammatory prescription, right? You get an antibiotic, you get an antidepressant, you get an anti-anxiety medicine. You get a serotonin inhibitor, right? You get medicines, the intention of which are to oppose the symptoms which the body is expressing. And this is one of the fundamental flaws of the conventional allopathic approach, and very few people are talking about this. The only people that really have an adult conversation about this phenomenon are the homeopathic physicians around the world. Homeopaths argue that the symptoms that the body is expressing, whether it's a headache, whether it's a joint ache, whatever it is, that the symptomatic expression of the body is an adaptive mechanism that the body is generating because it has been stressed by something which was too great for the body to handle. When the body is healthy, holistic doctors argue that it is symptom-free. And this is a little interesting side note here. If you'd like to see your medical doctor's head explode, ask them to define health. That's an interesting thing. Wouldn't you think that it would be important for a medical doctor to be able to have a working definition of health? Well, most medical doctors, if not all, do not. I'll tell you my definition of health. It's the ability of a living organism to experience stress and remain symptom-free in a state of dynamic equipoise and balance. How about that? So when the body is in a state of health, it's symptom-free, and then the body experiences a stress. If the body is strong and the stress is not too bad, the stress bounces off the body and nothing happens. But if the stress is too strong or the body is too weak or both, the body will break, the body will bend, and when the body is destabilized by a stress, it generates symptoms. So somebody sneezes on you at work, and now there's a virus in your body. Let's say it's the flu virus, and your body is too weak to be able to handle that stress. And so your body becomes destabilized, and you generate a sore throat, a fever, and a runny nose and a cough. These are all symptomatic expressions that the body is generating secondary to a stress. Now, a medical doctor would come along, and they would give an antiviral. They would give an anti-inflammatory medicine like aspirin or Tylenol, in order to reduce the fever, right? Bring the fever down, combat the fever. Keep your fingers crossed and hope that the body responds. They don't understand that the body is generating the fever for a reason, and that the fever is beneficial to the body, and that's one of the ways that the body is attempting to right itself. But nonetheless, the medical doctor believes that when they are up against an active symptom complex, it is their job to oppose it with some type of man-made synthetic substance sold to you at a profit or a surgical procedure. Now, the homeopaths argue that this, of course, is fool's play, because when you simply suppress or manage symptoms, not getting to the root cause of what made them happen in the first place, you will simply push symptoms around. So a child develops eczema, and they go to the medical doctor, and the medical doctor puts steroid cream on the skin, and a steroid cream on the skin, and a steroid cream on the skin, and the skin clears up. And then 2 months later, the child develops asthma. And the medical doctor will tell you that these two things are unrelated, but the homeopath will tell you that they are directly related, because the medicine that was placed on the eczematous eruption on the skin suppressed the manifestation of that symptom, drove it deeper into the body, and it came out in the lungs. And this is a sophisticated understanding of the relationship between the body and health and disease. And these distinctions are lost upon the MD. And it is because of this juvenile understanding that the medical doctors have about how the body works, what the body does, that their treatments fail. And not only will their treatments fail, but while we have been under their tutelage and care, chronic diseases are getting worse. They're not getting better. Life expectancy is getting shorter, not longer. Obesity is rampant. Chronic disease is rampant. It's because the method that the MDs are trained in is insufficient to the cause. Ladies and gentlemen, fire your medical doctor now. Stick around. New York is up next.
This is Dan Pilla. Do you have the IRS money you can't pay? Are tax debts crippling you? I've defended people from the IRS for over 30 years. I've helped thousands, and I can help you too. I wrote the book on IRS settlement, and I'm telling you, there's no such thing as a hopeless case. Call 800-34-NO-TAX to finally get free of IRS debt. With the IRS's new programs, there's never been a better time to solve your problem. Call 800-34-NO-TAX. That's 800-34-NO-TAX, or my website, danpilla.com.
Are you tired of commuting to a job that makes someone else rich, working harder than ever, but getting nowhere? Do you hate spending hundreds of dollars every week on daycare, having someone else raise your children? With our opportunities, you can start earning money as soon as next week. You get to be the boss, work from home, and live a happier life. At Be the Boss Network, you'll find hundreds of work-from-home opportunities that you can literally start today and be earning money as soon as next week. Go to freedom106.com and start earning money as soon as next week. You get to be the boss. Get out of the rat race. Work from home. Go to freedom106.com right now and change your life today. That's freedom, the number 106.com. Go to freedom106.com and start earning money as soon as next week. You be the boss. Go to freedom106.com.
Why be held hostage by your wireless carrier for 2 years? What if you had no contract, no activation fees, no hidden costs, tracking, tracing, harvesting customer data, or draconian gimmicks, all on the nation's best 4G LTE network? Introducing Pix Wireless. Bring your phone and other qualifying devices to Pix and choose a plan starting at only $14 a month. Get connected now. Call or click 1-866-267-2056 or pixwireless.com. Spelled P-I-X, wireless.com. Pick Pix and get connected today.
Hi, I'm Dr. Sam Nussbaum with the Anthem Foundation. Premature birth is the leading cause of death of babies and disabilities for children. That's why we support the March of Dimes to help mothers have full-term pregnancies and healthy babies. Join us in supporting cutting-edge research, treatment and outreach to help moms during their pregnancy and give every baby a healthy start in life. Learn how you can help at marchofdimes.org.
Winter has just begun, and are you already tired of being cold? How would you like to never be cold again? This is Dale with Fortress Clothing, and I'm here to tell you, you will never be cold again with Fortress. If you're tired of freezing your butt off, elk hunting, sitting in a tree stand deer hunting, winter camping, fishing, ice fishing, no longer fear the cold. If you snowmobile, ski, snowboard, get Fortress. Sledding with the kids, shoveling the walks, shopping, or if you or your spouse get cold feet at home, get Fortress. If you're stuck outside working in the cold or find yourself in an emergency situation, get our winter bug out bag and you will never be cold again. Fortress is the answer, so quit complaining and go to fortressclothing.com. It's a mid-layer garment that goes with anything you want to wear. Enter coupon code RADIO and get 20% off any item. Go now while we still have inventory. fortressclothing.com.
This is Dan Pilla. Do you owe the IRS money you can't pay? Are tax debts crippling you? I've defended people from the IRS for over 30 years. I've helped thousands, and I can help you too. I wrote the book on IRS settlement, and I'm telling you, there's no such thing as a hopeless case. Call 800-34-NO-TAX to finally get free of IRS debt. With the IRS's new programs, there's never been a better time to solve your problem. Call 800-34-NO-TAX. That's 800-34-NO-TAX, or my website, danpilla.com.
Hey, everybody. Welcome back. Dr. Peter Glidden, your steadfast advocate for health. Let's go right to the phones and talk to Dee in New York. Hey, Dee, thanks for calling back. What's up?
Good morning, Dr. Glidden.
Good morning.
It's wonderful speaking with you again.
Yeah, thanks for calling. How's it going and what's happening?
Well, to give a quick overview, I called regarding severe inflammation throughout my body. And it appears in listening to your broadcast this week that a primary concern has been gut health, so that's why I'm calling with this update. I want to first thank you for recommending that I do 1 day fast once a week and a 3-day cleanse once a month. This is about my 5th week since I last spoke with you, and I want to share the outcome of those.
Oh, I'm excited. I'm all ears. I'm on the edge of my seat. Now, ladies and gentlemen in the listening audience, we do not screen the calls. I have no idea. I just have a cursory idea of what people are going to talk to me about, but we do not screen the calls. We do not. This is raw radio, as real as it gets. I have absolutely no idea what Dee is about to say, and we haven't spoken before the show. So, Dee, I'm sitting down. Hit me with both barrels. What happened?
Well, I discovered some of the reasons for my extreme sensitivity that first involve foods. I found out that I have nightshades. I have an extreme sensitivity to whey and dairy, and also apparently a sensitivity to shellfish.
That's interesting.
Consequently, I had to modify my eating strategy, and also, as a consequence, I discovered I was sensitive to certain supplements as well, which involve some nightshades And the Swero Vive Cleanse, obviously, because it has whey.
Okay, so you discovered by hook or by crook that you were sensitive to a number of different foods and that they were presumptively causing inflammation in the body, right? So I'm assuming that you stopped eating these foods, is that right?
As of this week.
Okay, and what have you experienced so far since you've been eliminating these foods?
Well, I don't have as much inflammation and joint pain.
Okay, so all right. So the inflammation in the body, that's kind of a general term. What part of your body was affected by inflammation? You were having joint pain. Were you having anything else?
Yes, I was having tingling in my face and my legs, and joint pain was extreme in my back and neck area.
Okay, great. So if the joint pain on a scale of 1 to 10 was a 10 out of a 10 before you did these dietary adjustments, where's the pain now since you've done the dietary adjustments?
I would say 5.
So it's 50% better in 7 days just from eliminating certain foods from your diet.
Yes.
You gotta love that. I mean, you gotta love that. What about the tingling?
I have minimized that as well, yes.
So is that 50% better? Is it 10% better? Is it 100% better? What do you think?
Okay, that is, I would say, 60% better because occasionally I will encounter a food that needs to be eliminated.
Yeah, that's interesting. So here's the deal, ladies and gentlemen. Dee from New York was struggling with joint pain, struggling with these weird neurological symptoms for a long time. She listens to what we're talking about. She figures out through a little bit of education that maybe she's eating food that's gumming up the works, so she does some in-house experimentation. She eliminates certain foods from her diets, and voila, in 7 days, her joint pain is reduced 50%, and this weird neurological stuff that she had is reduced by 60%. Now, if she had gone to her medical doctor, would her medical doctor have had this conversation with her at all? Would they have started to investigate this? No. The medical doctor would simply have given her pain meds, anti-inflammatories, pain meds, anti-inflammatories, pain meds, anti-inflammatories, and signed her up for back surgery, signed her up for knee surgery, signed her up for shoulder surgery, whatever. This is exactly what I'm talking about. 7 days, 50% reduction, and that wasn't with supplementation. It was just with dietary change. Dee, the future is pretty bright for you. We're up against a hard commercial break. Dee, stick with me. I want to hear more of your story when we come back. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Where the Rubber Hits the Road. I am your steadfast advocate for health, Dr. Peter Glidden. Stick around. Let's go back with Dee in New York. So it's interesting for you, Dee. You're going to have to mess around with the nutritional supplements to see which ones are causing you problems and which ones are not. Are you okay with the Beyond Tangy Tangerine, or is that causing a problem?
That's causing a problem.
All right. So you want to switch to one of two things, either the Tropical Plus or the Ultimate Classic. The Tropical Plus or the Ultimate Classic. Longevity has a 30-day money-back guarantee. So if you try one for a couple days and it upsets the apple cart, you send it back, you get your money back. You are going to have to beat around the bush here for about 6 months, maybe more, until the gut gets straightened out. And while you are figuring out which supplements to take to give you the 90 essential nutrients, right, and that it is not going to cause you harm,
yes,
I would encourage you to do either the Oxybody Cherry Berry or the Maquis Plus. That's MAQUI Plus. The Oxybody Cherry Berry, 2 to 3 ounces a day, or the Maquis Plus, 2 to 3 ounces a day, and some type of probiotic. Take probiotic 3 times a day.
You recommended previously that I purchase 3 bottles of Oxybody Cherry Berry a month.
Well,
I already tried the Maquis Plus, and I needed to do the Oxybody Cherry Berry instead, and so I've been doing that. I've been using the Ultimate Enzymes, Flora FX, and Root Beer Belly.
Oh, great. So you're good to go. You just need time, girl. I mean, that's all that you need. You need more time, right? Because the body will heal itself. Digestive tract comes around rather quickly, but nonetheless, it's a process, not an event. We have decades of trouble to fix here, right? So the recommendation for you is to maintain that discipline, keep a weather eye out to the storm, so that moving forward, if you have a bad day, the first thing to consider is, well, what did I do new with my diet or with my supplements? And you should be able to Sherlock Holmes it that way and figure out what's upsetting the apple cart. I wish I could give you a time frame inside of which you could expect to recover from this. I would be surprised if it took more than 6 months, quite frankly. So just maintain the discipline. Keep up your little in-house investigation, and your body gets a little bit better every day. Sound good?
Yes, it does. And I have a question regarding the cleanse.
Shoot.
I know that you were suggesting, before I discovered certain root causes of the inflammation, that I do the supplements during the fast and or the cleanse. And now that I have to eliminate, the BTT, temporarily, hopefully. But for the meantime, what do you recommend? Because it was, I think, the 90 for life and the enzymes.
Yeah, so when you are fasting, not eating food, whether it's 1 day a week or 3 days a month, it's important that you take your nutritional supplements during that day. Your body needs the 90 essential nutrients all of the time, and when we fast, the body goes into a cleaning mode, which demands nutrients. So you have to figure out which supplements you can take when you're not fasting that are going to be okay for you. And then while you are fasting, just continue to take those supplements every day. So, I would experiment with the Tropical Plus as a facsimile, as a switch from the Beyond Tangy Tangerine. So instead of the Tangy Tangerine, I would try the Tropical Plus. If that doesn't work, I would try the Ultimate Classic. And when you figure out which one works and does not upset the apple cart, I would just continue to take that every day, whether you're eating or whether you're not eating. It's really that simple. And I wouldn't do an aggressive detoxification cleanse with detoxification herbs or colonic hydrotherapy or anything like that at this point in time.
All right.
Now that you've figured out what to do, I would simply fast 1 day a week and 3 days a month. And if you did that, in addition to taking the supplements that don't upset the apple cart every day, you're going to heal much, 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 much faster. So your job is to figure out how to get the 90 essential nutrients into your body in a way that's not going to cause an aggravation of your inflammation, right?
Yes. Is there a way, an easier way than trial and error to determine which of the supplements?
Wow, that's a great question. I wish there was. There are some chiropractors and naturopathic doctors that are trained in a technique called applied kinesiology. And they think that they can tell you which supplements are okay for your body through doing this muscle testing. Sometimes I've seen that work. Sometimes I've seen it fail. There's an old black box technique called the Vega machine, which I don't think works. Honestly, the answer is no, D. I mean, this is the problem, right? We don't have a free medical market. And if we had a free medical market, stuff like this would have been researched and figured out years ago. But conventional medical doctors think that all of this is irrelevant. They think that you're eliminating these foods is all in your head. It's psychosomatic. It has nothing to do with biochemistry. It has everything to do with subtle hypnosis. It's nonsense. That's what they think. So research is not directed into this area. So the answer is no, and there's nothing that I'm aware of. If you can find somebody who is really good at applied kinesiology, then they could perhaps help to get you in the ballpark sooner rather than later. But there's nothing like trial and error. Regretfully, it's a lot slower, but it's the only tool that I know that works every single time. Make sense?
Yes, it does.
All right, Dee, keep up the good work. Stay in touch with me and let me know what happens. Amanda in California is up next. Hey, Amanda, thanks for the phone call. You are live.
Hi, Dr. Lindell. I just want to say I'm thankful for you. Thank God I was dealing with you in 2013 for interstitial cystitis that I had for 8 years and it reversed in 60 days.
Whoa. Hold on. You had interstitial cystitis for how long?
I had it for 8 years, actually.
You had interstitial cystitis for 8 years. You were under the care of the MDs for 8 years. And was your interstitial cystitis getting better or was it getting worse?
Oh, it's getting really bad. I was urinating maybe 50 times a day. It was bad until I got a hold of you guys through a friend. And tried to talk to you twice and tried your protocol. And within 60 days, it reversed. And within 90 days, it's completely gone.
So 90 days doing medical nutrition, generic medical nutrition for the masses here. No blood work necessary. No appointment necessary. Nothing necessary. Just here's what you do to support and promote healthy bladder. Within 90 days, a condition that you'd been dealing with for 8 years completely gone.
Right. I was leaving the doctor's office, and he told me there's nothing we can do. This is lifetime. We can do surgery. And I picked up the phone, got your number, called immediately, and started the gluten-free diet and everything, and a lot of alkaline, greens, a lot of good vegetables. And when 90 days, it was completely reversed and never had the problem again. Today I'm dealing with something even more chronic, though, and I needed to speak with you because I know that you're effective and it works, and I'm so thankful for you guys.
Okay, great. So I'm all in. So what's up next?
Yeah, this is really, really bad, so please listen. So on August 13th, recently, I just had a baby. I had a home birth with a baby. He was pretty big, about 9 pounds. I had some trauma to my pelvic pain, and it was very painful. So I got sent to a pelvic rehabilitation specialist, whatever, to work on my pelvic. But in the meantime, I was breastfeeding exclusively. I kind of took my vitamins here and there, and the prenatal vitamins, I took it, but I'm not sure if they were, accurate as they say. But anyhow, my digestive system got extremely, extremely sluggish and constipated to where I couldn't go, where I kind of felt a blockage. I went to the doctor at the ER 4 times. I had stool backed up from all the way coming out of my mouth, vomiting because I couldn't go. They said that they wasn't sure what it was. They just constipated. They put me on laxatives. And so I've been, even before I got constipated, I have a problem staying hydrated. I pee like crazy. I have a problem with different waters, staying hydrated. Now my immune system was sluggish, and now I have a weak muscles, weak wasting away. Literally, I was 145. I'm 115 right now. My muscles wasted, joints. I have prolapse in my bladder, and I have a prolapse in my rectum right now. And I have an infection in my small intestines because the stool is not moving out of space. Yeah. And they put me on antibiotics 3 times, which I just refuse to take anymore.
Yeah, smart girl. Okay.
I got a hold of a rep of yours out here, and so she said she'll work with me to get whatever you say.
Okay, so there's a lot of stuff going on here. Okay, so first things first, childbirth gave you a problem in the pelvis. It misplaced the pelvis, pushed the pelvis out of place. Is that correct?
They wasn't sure, but it was just extremely painful after. I would imagine his shoulder was stuck behind my pelvic bone for hours. So
yeah, okay, all right. So here's what you need to do, right? So the first thing to consider, as far as the constipation goes, is that there's something happened to the backbone way down low in your body around the pelvis because of the mechanical pressure of the childbirth, right? So the first thing that I would do is I would go to a good chiropractor. I would find a good chiropractor.
Okay.
If you can, find one who is trained in applied kinesiology. Applied kinesiology. That's KINESIOLOGY. Kinesiology. Okay?
Okay.
Tell them your story. Tell them that you had bad childbirth and that your pelvic bones were messed up and you had a lot of pressure on your tailbone, and ever since you've been constipated, I'm going to bet you 25 cents that there's something down there that needs to be adjusted, mechanically, and if they can adjust it mechanically successfully, then that's going to go a long way towards relieving the constipation. How many days do you go between bowel movements?
Right now, if I squat down, I have to squat down and put pressure on my vaginal area because the muscles kind of extend out. I think it could just be a lot of, but anyhow, it's weird. It comes out very squeezed. Something's definitely in place. They've done tests.
Yeah, okay. So how are you having a bowel movement every day, yes or no?
One, maybe once, yeah.
Okay.
Very squeezed.
Whoa. Do you drink coffee?
I don't.
Why not?
It irritates my bladder.
It does what?
It irritates my bladder. It irritates my bladder.
Your bladder.
Yeah.
Okay, good. All right. So here's what I'd like you to start doing, right? I want you to eat 1 apple a day, please, from now on. I want you to eat 1 apple a day. I want you to get a blood test done called hemoglobin A1C. Hemoglobin A1C, like Charlie. It's HEMOGLOBIN, capital A dash 1C, like Charlie, hemoglobin A1C. You can order that test yourself, by the way, if you want to, on directlabs.com. That test will tell you whether or not your blood sugars are okay. I think that maybe
they're dropping. They've been dropping because my digestion is so sluggish. But my stool kind of like stopped at my rectum, so it could be that's why it's sluggish, and my blood level sugar dropped tremendously.
Well, how do you know that? Are you diabetic and you take your blood sugars all the time?
No, I went in. Well, I went in to the doctor in October because this has been an ongoing thing. I went in October because it just, after I breastfeed the baby and things, I just kind of go down real sluggish in my blood sugar. So I grabbed the apple one day and ate it, and it shot up. And I went in, and she said that they put my finger, and she said that my blood sugar level was dropping, and for me to eat smaller meals but more frequent. And I was telling her I was having a problem staying hydrated. I'm having a problem.
Yeah, that's because of that. Yeah, I get it. That's because of a blood sugar issue. All right, so look. Amanda from California, are you still with me?
Yeah. My phone's kind of going out, so I was kind of making it quick. The area I'm going in. You said to get a blood test of a
hemoglobin A1C.
Okay.
Now, if that's elevated, your blood sugar's funky, but I'm going to just assume that your blood sugar's funky anyway because of what you're telling me. So here's what I want you to do. Tell me your body weight, please, again.
Well, I've lost 27 pounds in 2 months, so right now I'm 115.
115? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Here's what I'd like you to do every month for the next 2 months. I'd like you to get one Healthy Body Start Pack 2.0 liquid. Healthy Body Start Pack 2.0 liquid. One of those.
Liquid. Okay.
1 bottle of plant-derived minerals. One bottle plant-derived minerals. One of those.
Oh, okay.
1 bottle of glucogel in the 240 capsule bottle. Glucogel in the 240 capsule bottle, and 1 glucogel in the 120 capsule bottle. All right?
Okay.
And I'd also like you to get 1 bottle of herbal rainforest.
Herbal
rainforest. And I only want you to do the herbal rainforest 1 month. The herbal rainforest is an herbal laxative that's going to help your body clean itself out. I'd like you to take 1 ounce of the herbal rainforest before bed. 1 ounce before bed, and you'll get up the next morning and you'll have to go. I also want you to eat 1 apple a day. That will also help the digestive process. And this is the first thing that I want you to do. Now, you've got an infection, right? So I want you to go to the health food store and get a type of colloidal silver called Sovereign Silver. Sovereign Silver. And I want you to swallow a teaspoon 3 times a day. A teaspoon 3 times a day of Sovereign Silver.
Okay.
I also want you to get 1 bottle of Youngevity's Killer Biotic. Killer Biotic.
Killer?
Yep.
Killer, okay.
And do 1 of those 3 times a day. 1 of those 3 times a day. I only want you to do the colloidal silver and the Killer Biotic and the herbal rainforest for 1 month.
Okay, right. And one more thing. So about my prolapsing with my my muscles, everything's kind of like just going down. My muscles and my bladder's collapsed.
Yeah, the glucogel is going to help that.
Okay.
Glucogel is going to help that. Glucogel is going to help that. Also, you want to be eating a diet that's high in protein. Do you know what your blood type is, Amanda?
Oh, I think it was a.
I think it was AB.
A.
Blood type A. Yeah. Okay. So you have to. Are you aware of my 12 bad food list? Right.
Yes, sir. Yes, I am.
All right, you need to not even look at those 12 foods, okay? That's really very important here moving forward, that you 100% stay away from those 12 foods. Take these nutritional supplements every day for 4 weeks, and then give me a shout back on the radio a month from now with a report. We'll see what happens, and if we need to fine-tune this for you, we can. That's what I'd like you to do. You can lean on your longevity person to help you figure out how to take the supplements, and life is good. So give that a run. Give me a call back in 4 weeks, and I'll look forward to it. Brenda from Texas is calling back. Brenda, we only have a minute left, so real quick, what's up?
Yeah. Well, and I was there yesterday. We just had a short time, which I was wanting to finish up, but we probably won't have time. My stomach issues are getting better and stuff with having celiac and doing the longevity and all that.
Yeah.
But I had the bad bacteria also, and, they had told me that when I was diagnosed with celiac, and so, I blowed up a lot and stuff, which is better. And then, so I had heard you talk about with anybody having candida, to take the Sovereign Silver, 3 times a day or whatever for a month. So I had done that, and it was better, and then I stopped, and then I could tell I was having kind of bloating again.
Well, you need, so at this point in time, it would be prudent for you to do specific type of lab work to figure out what bugs are living in the gut. If you give my office a call, my office secretary can help you get that lab test. Go to my website, drglidden.com. You have the number for my office there. Give my office manager a call, and we will hook you up with the test necessary. I appreciate it. Ladies and gentlemen, thanks for tuning in and turning on. We'll see you next time.
Hey guys, Pat Matthews here to tell you all about the newest and best way to sell your products online. It's buysellmakeoffer.com, a brand new site to sell your stuff online. Your old golf club, sports equipment, tools, and yes, even your car. Forget about the other guys. Buysellmakeoffer.com will never charge you item fees. Go to the website now and sign up so that you can soon load all your stuff up to sell. This is not an auction site. Just use our resources along with Skype and videos to sell your items quickly and with no fees. Go right now to user-friendly buysellmakeoffer.com, where the first 30 days are on us.
Removing bad taste and odor from your drinking water is easy. Removing the bad stuff you don't taste is what ProPure does best. Water the way nature meant it to be. Clean, crisp, and refreshing. See the complete line of ProPure countertop, inline, gravity, and household water filtration products. Visit your authorized ProPure dealer or ProPureUSA.com. That's ProPureUSA.com. Or call 800-544-3533.
Hi, this is Dr. Joel Wallach, the Mineral Doctor. You've heard me talk about 90 for Life for years. 60 minerals, 16 vitamins, 12 amino acids, 2 fatty acids. You may not know this, that I've actually designed Arthrodex for animals. That's right. Your pets need 90 for Life too. Get this essential pet product by calling 877-279-9422. That's 877-279-9422. Again, 877-279-9422.
You haven't experienced yogurt until you've tried a Mossy, embodying health and flavor in a true whole milk, green-fed dairy beverage. Every sip pays homage to our old world cows and the ancient culturing methods their milk benefits from. With over 30 probiotics, a Mossy's undeniably nutritious, refined, cultured sensation bolsters your health and awakens your passion for dairy. A Mossy's so good, and you need to try it. Contact your longevity distributor or call 877-878-4203 or go to gcnteam.com.
21 days later, my 53-year-old brother passed away on his arrival to the hospital. He waited too long. In June that same year, I almost joined them at 42. What did I do? I took a 7-herb formula I now call Extendivite, made from garlic, cayenne, bilberry, ginkgo biloba, hawthorn, milk thistle, and valerian. Based on German studies of natural medicine, Extendivite is designed to clear blocked arteries, clean the toxins from your blood, and improve your immune system. To get your Extendivite, call 1-877-928-8822. That's 1-877-928-8822, or visit our website, heartdrop.com.
Extend your life with Extendovite.
As if chlorine in our water weren't bad enough, now they're adding ammonia?
It's true. Some municipalities are now adding ammonia plus chlorine to your water supply. It's a disinfectant called chloramine. But with a trusted Big Berkey water filter, you can keep chloramine out of your water. New NSF EPA certified lab tests show EPA Berkey water filters remove chloramines, pharmaceuticals, BPA, pesticides, bacteria and viruses, all forms of fluoride, and much more. Big Berkey water filters are the original and most trusted on the market, the gold standard in water purification. And our filters last for years at less than 2 cents per gallon. Big Berkey, the one that's powerful enough to purify stagnant pond water. Get your Big Berkey today. Call 1-877-99-BERKEY or click BigBerkeyWaterFilters.com. That's 1-877-99-BERKEY. Big Berkey Water Filters, for the love of clean water.
It's about time something new came along for better selling and buying online, and I found it. It's BuySellMakeOffer.com, a brand new company that's the newest and best way to sell products online. You can even use Skype or video to sell your car, home, any product. You get 30 days free, packages starting from only $7.95, and BuySellMakeOffer.com never charges item fees ever. Just go sign up, then load your stuff to sell. I love this site, BuySellMakeOffer.com. Got it? BuySellMakeOffer.com. Better selling, better buying.
Are you worried about your mom or dad living alone in their house? Hi, I'm Joan London. Listen, I know how difficult it is to find senior care for someone you love. That's why I recommend a free service called A Place for Mom. They are the nation's largest senior living referral service. Call A Place for Mom today.
To receive free information on senior living communities in your area, call A Place for Mom at 1-800-704-6182.
A Place for Mom offers free one-on-one advice from local advisors and a personalized list of senior living communities you can visit. If you have questions about senior care for your mom or dad, there's a place for answers, A Place for Mom.
Call A Place for Mom in the next 10 minutes to get your free ebook on financing senior care, as well as free information on senior living communities in your area. Call 1-800-704-6182. That's 1-800-704-6182.
Paid non-attorney spokesperson Adam Pulaski of the Pulaski Law Firm with principal office in Houston, Texas is the attorney responsible for the content of this ad. This ad is not legal advice, and the choice of a lawyer should not be based solely upon advertisement. Services may not be available in all states.
Attention Xarelto users. If you or a loved one took Xarelto and suffered a serious bleeding event, you may be entitled to financial compensation. Xarelto is a popular prescription blood thinner used to prevent blood clots and protect patients from strokes. These serious bleeding events have led to numerous cases of hospitalization and even death. Phone lines are open 24/7. Call 800-261-0937. That's 800-261-0937.
No other network provides the level of customer service we do. When it comes to radio advertising, we are your one-stop shop. And no matter how big or small your business is, we can help. Email us at advertise@gcnlive.com, and an experienced advertising executive will help you take the first step towards driving more customers to your business or website. Advertise@gcnlive.com. Easy, affordable, effective.
There's one major factor affecting the health of millions, and most people are completely unaware. Acid levels. Soda, meat, dairy, caffeine, and sugar can all lead to elevated acid levels in the body. AlkaVision Plasma pH drops get the body's pH levels back in perfect balance. It's a holistic, natural, and powerful approach that will give you greater health, vitality, and zest for life. AlkaVision Plasma pH drops. Visit alkavision.com. Alkalize your body. Supercharge your health at alkavision.com.
Don't
complain about your cable bill going up and up and up. Do something about it. Grab a pencil and jot down this special number, 1-855-905-MY-TV. The more cable TV rates go up, the better digital satellite TV looks. Say goodbye to the cable guy and get more of your favorite channels in 100% digital quality for less money. Call 1-855-905-MY-TV. Sign up for packages starting as low as $19.99, and there's no equipment to buy. You get free HD TV upgrade, a free DVR upgrade, and free professional installation. You control what you watch when you watch it. Record your favorite shows, pause and rewind live TV, even skip the commercials. Watch local channels too. At just $19.99, what are you waiting for? Pull out your major credit or debit card. Call 1-855-905-MY-TV. 1-855-905-MY-TV. Say goodbye to the cable guy. Cut costs and get more. 1-855-905-MY-TV. 1-855-905-MY-TV.
My dad was 59 when he collapsed from a heart attack late last year. Just this past August was when we spread his ashes on the St. Croix River. I loved my dad, but boy was he stubborn. He hadn't been to the doctor in over 25 years. His excuse? He simply couldn't afford it. He wasn't a rich man by any means. At less than $107 per month, libertyoncall.org would have been the perfect alternative for my father. Don't wait. Go to libertyoncall.org right now, for not just your sake, but for the sake of your loved ones. Again, that's libertyoncall.org.
We all know that Berkey Water Purification Systems are the most trusted name in water filtration. As an authorized Berkey dealer for over 6 years and serving thousands of satisfied customers, the Berkey Guy offers amazing specials for Berkey water filtration systems. The Berkey Light systems include a set of self-sterilizing and recleanable black purification elements that purify water by removing chlorine, pathogenic bacteria, cysts, and parasites to non-detectable levels and remove harmful chemicals such as herbicides and pesticides. Order the Berkey Light system today, complete with 2 black Berkey elements for only $231, and the Berkey Guy will ship your order free of charge. With the purchase of a Berkey Light, the Berkey Guy is also offering a set of fluoride and arsenic filters for only $39.99. That's over 30% off the retail price. Call the Berkey Guy at 1-877-886-3653. That's 1-877-886-3653. Or order online at goberkey.com. That's goberkey.com today.
Are your Google search results killing you? Unflattering content in blogs, news articles, online reviews, social media, or other sources can jeopardize your reputation, your business, and your livelihood. Let Reputation.com help. Our patented technology will make the truth about you more visible while pushing down unwanted negative content. Improve your Google search results. Call Reputation.com at 1-800-831-0771 for a free consultation. That's 800-831-0771.
Hi, this is Walt Augustinowitz. I'm the founder and CEO of ID Stronghold. By now you've heard our commercials about wallets that protect you from electronic pickpocketing. 10 years ago, I created a way to protect my own cards from prying eyes after government officials started talking about issuing a national ID card with a built-in radio chip called RFID. I felt having to broadcast my personal information was an invasion of privacy. Soon after, it was also announced that credit cards, debit cards, U.S. passports, hotel room keys, and even transit passes would all soon incorporate RFID. It was then I formed ID Stronghold to share my inventions in blocking RFID signals with the world. There are a lot of misconceptions out there today about RFID. I encourage everyone to get informed and get protected. Please go to idstronghold.com and get the facts and the wallet, sleeves, or badge holders you need to protect your personal financial data. You'll be pleasantly surprised that through our direct sales model, you won't pay more than other comparable unprotected wallets. It is as though the protection is free. Visit idstronghold.com today.